Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I am here to do the stalker reading that I said I was going to do a few days ago. I've been trying to do this reading off and on, like, since I said it, and it didn't seem right. Like, the timing fell off, or the information just seemed kind of convoluted. It was almost like it just wasn't time to know, and now seems like the time, because this is coming out a lot clearer. I literally wrote down 6 pages of information when I just wanted to write down a couple things when I pulled cards so I wouldn't forget, and it just all flooded out. So if I don't say, I'm gonna go over it at the end to see what I missed, because usually Spirit's pretty good at reminding me of what's going on. But I feel like for quite a while you had your suspicions of who this is. I feel like you still do, but you didn't have any concrete evidence to back up your intuition, who you felt it was, basically. But I feel like that's coming out. So some evidence is going to basically show up on your doorstep. It could be this person that shows up on your doorstep, or I feel like for some of you, if it's not this stalker person who is potentially a karmic or an ex of yours, because I kind of feel multiple situations here. Like, some of you have multiple stalkers where, your person's watching you, an ex or a couple of your exes are watching you, as well as, harmless people are just like, they're very interested in you, but they're just not talking to you, and they don't really excuse me, they don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because it's harmless watching, basically. But then you have that creeper stalker. Some of you only have one of these people keeping tabs on you, while others of you have all of them. I feel like the majority have multiple people keeping tabs, but not everyone has a scary, unhealthy, creepy stalker, like the person or one of the people in this situation, because like I said, there's multiple people here. But some of you will literally, the evidence that you're going to get is going to show up on your doorstep. Like, the person's going to show up unannounced, possibly while they're drinking or drunk, like, because that lowers your inhibitions and they just have an fuck it moment, basically. While others of you, this person has been around your house, and when you're not home or when you're sleeping, because I feel like that's when this person's going to show up, if they show up, the unhealthy one, or an ex, or both. But they're going to leave a clue in your yard, in your car, around your car, keep your car locked, or in a garage or something, if possible, or on your doorstep or in your mailbox. I don't know. There's going to be something, like a clue that this person is going to leave behind. They're doing it on purpose, because it's almost like they want to come out of the shadows. If it's the creepy person, they kind of want to scare you, and that's why they're going to do that, because it's almost like an inside thing. Like, you'll know who it is, but nobody else would understand the clue that they left. You know what I mean? Something like that. But they want to freak you out, but also make you seem crazy. So, because like I said, nobody would really understand why you think it's so-and-so, because it's like an inside joke, or inside, I don't know, it's something that you had either said or done with this person in the past, because even your creepy stalker is someone that you know. For some of you, it is an ex. Like, there's an ex who just wants you back, but there's also like this love-hate relationship between you and a different ex, where you probably don't even think of this person, but they love you so much they fucking hate you, and they hate you because you're succeeding and you're happy and you're doing well without them. They want you to feel what they feel. They want you to sit in misery because they're sitting in misery, basically. So the creeper could be, for most of you, an ex. And I kind of feel that strongly. I don't feel like for this message at least, I don't feel like it's a stranger that you've never met. You know who this person is. You know who these people are. But only one of them is like dangerous because they're fucking crazy. I'm just going to say, I don't know. There are a few crayons short of a box or a full set or something. I don't know. But anyways, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I really hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. We hope that these people don't stay, or at least one of them. Your person can come in anytime now, which, speaking of your love interest, when I wanted to see where I wrote that down. Some of you might win the lottery. I had a lottery ticket. This one was a loser, but it just flew off, so could be your lucky day coming up here soon. Probably not I want to say around the 14th or the 16th of this month, because I want to say 13, 14, 16. So 13, 14, 16, whatever days the drawings are for lottery, if you play or if you have the pull to get a ticket, even if you don't play, that drawing might be your lucky fucking drawing. I don't know. But anyways, because that just came in out of nowhere. So and even if it's not lottery winnings, this person's going to come in out of nowhere, your love interest, as well as creepy stalker, like I said. But I was talking about Zorro, and Zorro has come up for me before in a meditation, and I feel like Zorro is your love interest. It's your person, because Zorro initially was looked upon as being a villain, I guess you could say, because, at least in the storyline, but, you know, he fights against evil. But when people are corrupted or ignorant to what's going on around them, or ignorant to the situation, they look at this person, they would look at your person as being, you know, the unhealthy one, the bad person, but they're not. It's just because they don't have all the information, kind of thing. Because in his situation, he was fighting against the evil governor or whatever, because the governor wanted to take over California or some shit. So some of you could live in California in the US, or there's some tie that you have to California, or your love interest, or the stalker. Because I kind of feel like the unhealthy person, the creepy stalker, there's something to do with California with that person. Like, they either live there currently, or they used to live there, or they have some tie to it, like, because they had friends there, they still talk to people from California or whatever. But there's something crazy going on in Cali, I'm just gonna say. And I don't even feel like the stalker is in California. They're wherever you are now, and they haven't lived there for a while. I really feel that for the creepy one. For your person, they could have ties there too. But I don't know if maybe a family member of theirs lives in California or something like that, or you guys are all in California kind of thing. But I don't know. I just feel like the creeper has ties to California. But anyways, Zorro was fighting against the governor because the governor wanted control. And it's kind of like in the U.S. right now with the Biden administration, trying to take control over the people, which is taking away our freedoms and all that bullshit. But I'm not going to get political, because I don't care what side of the coin you're on with that. This is just how your love interest is feeling, and kind of, I don't know how it correlates with the Zorro story and why Zorro was popping up. Because Zorro comes out of nowhere. But anyways, so I feel like your love interest is very into politics, and I feel like if in the United States at least, they would be a Trump supporter at the very least, is what I'm feeling. And even if they don't support Trump, they don't support Biden, is what I'm getting at. Because I feel like your love interest would be trying to explain to people, what's going on, what the government's trying to do. But I feel like nobody's fucking listening, or very few people are listening to your love interest, and it kind of infuriates them. Like like, how can so many people be so ignorant? How can you be so blind, you know, when it's obvious what's going on, you know? They talk about the fake news and shit like that. I don't know. Your person's very passionate about this. But anyway, Zorro was against the governor, just like your person is against, you know, what's going on in the United States right now. But they're against your person, your fucking creeper person, too. So anyways, he looks like he's evil because the governor fucking finds out about his plans. I'm talking about Zorro now. So he gets incarcerated. So he's imprisoned now. And I feel like in this connection between you and your love interest is imprisoned. They're away from you because the karmic disrupted the situation, potentially figured out, you know, what was going on, that you love him or her and they love you, kind of thing. So a karmic came between the two of you, which has got your person imprisoned in their mind, stuck in their head, like, what do? I missed you, I can't stop thinking about you, kind of thing. So they're heavily thinking about you, just like this creeper is, and many other people. But anyways, so I think Zorro's wife fucking gets killed, which is the death of the connection, because you guys are not together right now. And his daughter gets kidnapped or something. I've never even watched this, but I think it's like 20 years later or something. The governor comes back to fuck more shit up or whatever, and Zorro finds out about it, so he breaks out of prison. So I feel like your person might find out about this stalker. I mean, because the stalker's fucking here with the invading, and the stalker is around. And they're coming out into the open because they want to scare you, and they have a plan of attack, just gonna say. But your person catches wind of this, which is what's gonna get them out of their head, and they're gonna go, okay, well, I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you. I'm not gonna let anyone come between us, because even though we're not together and things got screwed up the first time, I don't want it to get worse. You know, I don't want you to be gone for good. Like, I don't want a karmic to come in or a different option to come in, but I feel like it's an ex, a karmic individual, to come in and regain a sense of control over you, or over the situation, and take you away from me forever. Like, you guys start dating or whatever. Your person, Zorro, is like, oh, hell fucking no. So I feel like Zorro wants to take his mask off, because it's like the masked man before, or woman. It's like they had to hide their feelings and pretend, because they didn't want anything to come between the two of you. And the second the information got out, shit got fucked up. Because I feel like your love interest is with authenticity, and you are one. You and your love interest are one. I feel like you guys are one and the same, but they want to take their mask off and show you and show the world their true selves. Like, you know, I have love for you. Don't go backwards. Don't make this mistake. Don't listen to that asshat, because they're feeding you a bunch of bullshit, you know? So your love interest might know somebody's motives as well. So there could be like a connection between the people that are watching you and your ex or past people. Or it could be a mutual friend, actually, that's trying to come in here for some of you, which is why your love interest knows what their plans are, because said something, because they were unaware that your love interest is actually your person. You know what I mean? But anyways, so Zorro wants to avenge his wife's death and what happened to his daughter. So he breaks out of prison and he saves the motherfucking day, basically. And I feel like your person's gonna do that. They're gonna get out of their head and go, I can't sit here and think about this bullshit no more. I gotta act. Yes, and that's funny, because I wrote this down before I even knew what the hell Zorro was all about, because I'm like, what does he even fight for, you know? I know he's got the sword, and he's like, shoo, 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 and the big Z shows up, you know? That's all I know. Cutting through the illusion and bullshit is what I wrote with Zorro. Your person is coming in to bust through the illusion, to unmask everyone involved in the situation and to share their feelings. They're coming in to be their authentic self, basically. That's pretty crazy. So your person's Zorro. But anyways, yes, you are being watched by multiple people, like I said, and I feel like the crazy one is an ex of yours. Get out of here. That's what you want to say. Get out of here. They could be messaging you because they do want a new beginning with you. There's a lot of fucking passion there. And I feel like, I don't know, this person, they have some type of panty fetish. And I don't know if it's just like you wearing them and they, you know, you're getting jiggy with it with them on kind of thing. Or, I don't know, like they have some of your underwear from before. Like, if you gave them some or if they took it before you guys broke up while you guys were together, this would have been years ago too, just so you know. They sniff your underwear. It doesn't smell like you anymore or whatever, but they have it. It turns them on, they whack off to it or whatever. But anyways, that, especially if your karmic is a man. But where was I going with this? We have excuses as well. This person, I feel like, because for some reason, I'm getting multiple information with this. What did I write down? Yeah, because that's what I was feeling with this. Excuses as to why they wouldn't or couldn't move forward with you. No new starts. I feel like that was your person, because your person is watching you too. Like, it's the illusion. They kept coming up with excuse after excuse as to why the two of you couldn't move forward together. And I feel like it's because they have an unhealthy person on their end too, and it could be baby mama drama, because I do feel like with Zorro, you know, and how his daughter gets kidnapped, there could be threats from baby mama saying, if you move forward, especially with you, with so-and-so, whatever, you're never going to see your daughter again or your kids again or whatever. And I kind of feel like your person, Zorro, was like, I love my daughter or my children too much. I'm not going to risk that. But they have legal rights, and I feel like they're coming to this conclusion now, like, you can't fucking take my kid or kids from me. Like, go fuck yourself, you dumb cow. But anyways, I feel like your person's beating themselves up for making these excuses. They basically feel irresponsible for the choices that they've made, because they chose to either go back to baby mama, baby daddy, whatever, or just a karmic situation, because they wanted to keep, you know, they wanted to be able to see their kids still, or their child. And because I feel like this is the karmic saying, and this is all secretive, by the way, was saying, like, if you move forward, if you move to calmer water, if you go have your happily ever after with your person, there will be hell to pay, you know. I'm going to make your life fucking suck, and I'm going to take your damn kid away, or kids, or whatever. So your person made a shit choice. They feel irresponsible by their actions because they listened to this crazy person, ultimately, and now they're just sitting in pain watching you. Like, all I can do is stalk you, look at your pictures, and I have to do it, like, in the dark. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that I love you. Nobody knows that I'm here, that I'm looking at you, or anything like that. But Zorro's coming out of the fucking shadows. I'm just gonna say, your person's like, I'm sick and tired of, you know, just waiting in the wings, you know. I'm sick of being stuck in this mental prison. So their baby mama, or karmic, or whatever, is the fucking asshole governor. So I feel like your person's getting ready to leap, because they don't care about these threats. You know, it's like, you can't threaten me into staying, you know, because I'll find a way to get my kids. So there could be a custody battle coming up when you and your love interest connect. potentially. But I kind of feel like whoever they're dealing with doesn't have the money to fight them in court. And, you know, if it gets to that point, it's like all talk ultimately. And your person's kind of realizing that, like, whatever, I'm strong enough to fight your ass, and I will. And their karmic is banking on them not fighting. But I don't know, your person's like digging deep within themselves and just realizing that they're a motherfucking powerhouse, that they're Zorro, that they're a soldier, that they can fight for what they want and what they love, who they love, and, you know, come out on top ultimately. Your love interest could have been in the service, or they're still in the military. So there could be military ties here. But anyways, that's kind of funny because I was looking at that initially as the creeper stalker. It's probably because their karmic is watching them. And that's a big reason why they were holding back. Like, they're going to see everything. They're going to know everything. And then I'm going to have to deal with this headache kind of thing. But I also feel like this unhealthy, creepy stalker person is mad that you move forward, that you moved on. Your person might be upset that you walked away from them fully without saying a word as well. Especially if they were being kind of flaky. Well, they were being flaky because of an ex or something, because of baby mama drama. But this unhealthy stalker person, you made excuses as to why you didn't want to reconcile with this ex, or, you know, that you wanted to have this beginning by yourself, you know? Like, I want a new life, a fresh start. They could have thought that that was just an excuse. That's really what you want. And it kind of was an excuse because your heart is with somebody else. It's not with that person. Well, that really pisses this stalker person off. I'm just going to say. They're in a lot of pain. Like, they love you so much. They hate you. I feel like masochism energy. This person is a glutton for punishment, ultimately. They beat themselves up, for one. And stalking you and watching you move forward and be happy is tearing them apart. It's tearing your person apart too, especially knowing that the potential is there for you to move on with somebody else. They just can't let that happen. But this creepy person, they're getting ready to move, like, towards you, to come towards you, to come out in the open, because they cannot stand seeing you happy, like, living your life without them. How dare you be happy if I'm not with you, you know? Like, you should be miserable like me. I don't know, something like that. And I feel like they're very burdened. This person is hoping that you experience hardship after hardship after hardship, because they feel like if you're suffering, that you'll return to them. But there's nothing in the world that's going to make you want to go back to this person, because you know how unhinged they are, ultimately. I feel like some of you could be in the spotlight, in the public eye, and that's probably why you have so many different people watching you. But they're hoping, wishing, and praying for the two of you to come back together. They want this relationship with you. I feel like the thoughts of you are weighing very heavy on the stalker, which is what's gonna drive them out of the shadows, because it's almost like they're so burdened they can't bear it anymore. They can't stand it. It's like, I need to transform this situation before you transform into this butterfly and fully fly away. You've already flown away from this stalker person, but in their delusional little mind, you two are still together. It's almost like they're thinking of it as a long distance relationship. Like, you know, when I'm done doing this, or when they're done doing that, soldier on leave energy, they'll be back. But you don't want anything to do with whoever this is. You don't even think of them. if you think of them, it's in a very bad way, like because of whatever happened between the two of you when you dated, and just the things that they've said and done to you. Because I feel like this person's very manipulative. Like, I kind of feel covert narcissism with this creepy stalker, this unhinged person, because I feel like a lot of people view this person as being, you know, a nice guy, a nice girl, you know, very helpful, very kind, a hard worker. You know, they just have bad luck. They were experiencing like hardship after hardship, you know. No, it's because people see their true colors, especially in relationships. Like, nothing ever lasts with this person because this person is fucking cuckoo, you know? But everyone else on the outside is just like, oh, it's because you haven't met the one yet, and, you know, your exes are just stupid and they didn't see your value. No, it's because that person devalued the people that they were with, you know? And it's like nobody saw that because they wear a mask, a very good one. This person, because this is what they used to wear when, like, back in the plague days, you know, they would put, what was it, because of miasmas, they thought that the scent of things basically was in the air, and that's how you would contract the plague, but that's not really what happened. But the way that you would contract it, actually, the mask did help and stop them from getting it, or, you know, it helped them not, you know, the odds were in their favor, but it wasn't because of miasmas. But anyways, those doctors would go into shit situations and help people, but they thought they were helping people, but they really weren't. They were just masking the smell of death, ultimately. And I kind of feel like, so with your ex, with this stalker person, they look like they're going in to help save you, to help get you out of a bad situation, but that's not why they're there. So it's almost like other people might side with this person initially because of the mask that they wear. They look like they're helping you. Or that's what they're gonna look like. Because she's pregnant and probably alone, and, you know, he's like, I'm here, we're soulmates, which you aren't with this stalker, but it's a new beginning, which we have in the very beginning. She already has a new beginning. You already have a new beginning with your love interest. And this person is going to put the mask on like, I'm here to help. This could be what they're showing other people, especially if you're around this person already. Because there's multiple stalkers. I feel like this is someone that would be around you. No, there's two different scenarios. So for some of you, this person's around you already and they're already helping you, and they're making it seem like they're just being helpful, but they have an ulterior motive here. But there's that creeper one too that is not around you, who wants to come in and save the day, but you already have a new start elsewhere, because they're coming in like, you know, all hope isn't lost because I'm here to rescue you from all these hardships, you know. You have the Five of Cups with regret, and the Ten of Swords, finality, with the Five of Wands, rivalry. So I feel like with this, we have two tens. You've already ended it multiple times with this person or people. You could have ended it, you know, like, if you're around a karmic right now who is stressing you out, quote unquote, helping you out, don't worry, a new beginning is here. Your life is going to transform and change without anyone's help. Your wishes are being granted, potentially with money, because it's all the lottery ticket flying. And I feel like you'll be able to move away from that person. People might judge you. because they think that that person is healthy when they're not, because they don't know the whole story. So just be aware of that and ignore them, whatever. That could be part of the hardship that's coming with this transformation. Like, you'll have to listen to other people because you look like the bad guy even though you're not. But this creepy stalker person, you ended things with them like 110% because they betrayed you in some way, shape, or form. Something they did or said or whatever. They were narcissistic, so it could be anything, and it's different for all of you. But you, like, that connection is dead. You ended it. You told them flat out, no, 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 I don't want you. We're not meant to be. Peace, bitch, you know? Well, they feel fucking backstabbed and betrayed by you because you're moving on and you're happy. This person wants to come in and act like they're gonna help you. Like, oh, let's be friends, let's be buddy. But they're just coming in to fucking hurt you. Yeah, they're just coming in to hurt you. They are so fucking miserable without you in their life, but they don't want you in their life. I just don't understand how this person can hate you so much but want you so bad. It's a lustful pull, I'll tell you that right now, but I don't know. It's very confusing because it's so back and forth. Like, oh, I'd do anything to be with you, and that might be how they present themselves, and they really do feel that way, but they want to hurt you. And it's almost like those people that are like, if I can't have you, no one can. So the delusional thinking, the delusional thinking, they might come in and knock some shit down, of like murderers and stuff, or when a boyfriend or husband snaps, or even a wife or girlfriend, and they kill you because it's like their way of keeping you forever, because they were the last person you were with that you saw, or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it ties you two together in some way, because you cannot move away from them anymore. You, like, that was the last moment for you, even though they still don't have you and they can't be with you. They have that moment, like, they know that you can't be with anybody else, so you're always with them. It's something like that, and this person is willing to do that. Okay, so if you have a bad feeling about a past person, you think they're watching you, and then you find out that they really are, they're coming in to quote unquote help. They're not coming in to help, okay? You will regret interacting with this person. You will. But they regret whatever mistakes they made in the past, because if I didn't say this, if I didn't do that, or whatever, we would still be together. But the truth of the matter is, you would have moved on anyways, because even though you wanted to get away from the toxicity, you weren't meant to stay with that person, you know? I want to say I regret making things harder for you, for not helping you more when we were together. This person wanted to have children with you as well. They probably still do. We have the Page of Swords 3 times technically. So some of you have 3 people watching you, while others of you had, like, this person's just hardcore watching you. I feel like there's 3 people though. Your person regrets not moving forward and listening to their karmic outsiders, whatever, whoever the fuck they listen to. They're the ones that are really in regret. And they're really praying that this isn't done. It isn't, because I feel like they're the ones, they're Zorro. They want to come in and show you their, you know, their authentic self, and be open and let you know that, hey, I want this new beginning with you. Let's start over, because there's a baby in that pumpkin. Some of this might go down around Halloween, or Halloween is significant to this connection or to you. I also got mediumship energy. I feel like I'm talking to someone who is a medium. Maybe you and your love interest both have those capabilities to talk to spirit, because there's kind of like that psychic energy here, but I'm definitely feeling like talking to the dead. I feel like you, especially if you are a medium, whether you practice it on the regular or not, I feel like you spoke to a family member who had crossed over, like your love interest, a family member of theirs, a parent. But I also feel like you spoke to somebody who crossed over when it comes to this ex person, the one who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, who is stalking you, who loves you and hates you. And that was like maternal energy, so it could be a mother or a grandmother that had passed away, that you delivered information to them about that. But I feel like you did that with your love interest too. And it could have been a parent, like a mother or a father for that person, because I don't know, I feel like it kind of scared your person a little bit, but they're understanding the information more. But your ex wants to tell people that you're a phony baloney, that it's not true. They didn't believe what you said to them. I feel like they said to you that they believed it, but they don't. They really don't. Even though you said things that you shouldn't have known. Because this person, in their head, they're going, even though, well, you know, you shouldn't have known that. I must have told you. Even though I don't remember, I must have told you. That's what they think. But anyways, there's that in here too. I feel like with the Five of Wands, this conflict, this rivalry, I've gotten that T-Rex energy before, and there's T-Rex in here, and it made me think of that. Like, this person, the creepy stalker, is shorter than you. They're smaller than you in some capacity. Maybe not even by much. It might be by an inch or two, or a lot. It depends. But they're smaller than you, especially if you're a female. And I really think I'm talking to a female here, or about one. And their bark is worse than their bite, basically. So, because I'm picturing a T-Rex going, like, they can't really get you. Their arms are all fucking, you know? If it's a man and he's, like, smaller than you, he could have small hands, small arms, something like that. One or the other or both. This person doesn't act tough, but they're fucking mouthy. And they got a big fucking mouth, and I feel like they don't always talk, like they don't spread rumors and gossip a lot, but they're capable of it. And I feel like they're just nasty with their words, like especially when they're drinking. I feel like this person is kind of wishy-washy. That's where the conflict is within them, because the love and the hate. So they'll be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then they'll be like, you stupid hoe, fucking whore, you know, you're a bitch, or whatever. Like, I don't know, they kind of do that, and they'll continue to do the back and forth crap. And they even did that when you were dating them. I feel like they would make underhanded or backhanded comments or something to you when you were dating them. So it was almost like they were being mean, but you questioned it, like, are you being mean to me? Like, no, you didn't mean it like that. I must have misinterpreted what you said or something. I don't know, they had you questioning shit when you were with them. But they were being mean. Because they've always been envious of you in some way, like for some reason. If they lost a mother or a father when they were younger, like whoever you spoke to on the other side, they're envious that you have your mom or your dad, or your life seemed better. Even when you were going through hardships, it seems better than their life. And I feel like this person has been fighting to have a better life than you, and they could be making more money than you right now, like financially speaking. Whether you're aware of it or not, your ex, the creeper, is doing really well financially, but they're miserable. It's almost like if I have money, if I have a house, if I have a nice car, if I have this, that, if I have all this material shit and I'm doing amazing, I'm going to be so fucking happy. But they're not happy. They're finding out that even though they have all those things, they've acquired them, they don't have love in their life. They don't have you. And even if they never get you, and they won't, I feel like they're not capable of having a connection like that with somebody, because the wires are crossed in their head or something. I don't know. Like, they put their happiness on others too much. So they're never going to be happy. This person will never be satisfied. It's the type of person where, like, say they keep talking about the new iPhone. Like, I really want the new iPhone so bad. And you save up money and do whatever you can and you get them the iPhone. Like, say this is what you did when you were dating them or something. And you're like all excited. Like, oh, I got you what you really, really wanted. You give it to them and they're like, oh, yay. And then maybe 20 minutes later, they're on to the next thing. Like, they don't even care that you went out of your way and spent your fucking savings on it, you know, and you're just going, I thought you would be really happy about this. Oh, I am. But I really want that. Like, that's just how they are. And I feel like it's very confusing and piss you off a lot. Like, that would be frustrating as shit, I'm just going to say. But we do have the Tower here. Number 16. The decadence, abruption. They're coming in out of nowhere. Don't worry, you're protected, but he's wrestling this dragon, and I feel like this creeper person has been wrestling with themselves nonstop for a while. Like, I'm going to move on without you. No, I need you. I don't like you. I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. So they've been wrestling with themselves, but I feel like with the Ten of Swords here and strength, they're going to suddenly come in and try to cause problems, because we have the Ten of Swords twice. Don't worry, you are protected, because with strength and the Seven of Wands, stand up for yourself, protect yourself. Remember your Second Amendment rights, just going to say. Regardless of that, though, you're spiritually protected, and I do feel like this person was trying to do hoodoo voodoo on you, but they were paying somebody to do it because they don't know how to do that stuff. This is not a witchy woman or a witchy man. They don't understand spells and whatnot, but I feel like, you know, because you believe in that and you practice in the light in some way, shape, or form, I feel like they went to a practitioner of some kind, just because if you believe they felt like it could hurt you, but you are spiritually protected, so it didn't work. It was like, it is making them go, I knew this was a bunch of bullshit. It's not fucking real. It is real, but you're protected, so it didn't fucking affect you. But there was something else with that. This person is paying somebody to come in. You're gonna know that it's this ex of yours, this psycho person, okay? Because of whatever clue they leave. But with the physical harm, for those of you where this person is legit planning on harming you, they don't want blood on their hands. They're paying somebody to do it, to take care of you, to hurt you, to do whatever that means, because it might not be physical for all of you. It could be a metaphor for some. But I wrote down, they feel like you chewed them up and spit them out, and they want to do that to you. But not only are you protected, you don't care. So this person can't seem to find a way to get you, to get you or harm you. They don't want blood on their hands. Hurt you. They don't want blood on their hands. They want to hurt you just to save you. And then at the end, I wrote, where the fuck was the other one? Paying someone to hurt you so they don't get blood on their hands. So together, this person is paying someone to harm you, to come in, to potentially beat you up, you know, try to, sexually assault you, basically. I hate the R word. To do something shocking in a physical sense. This person whoever's getting paid it might be staged as a robbery gone wrong, but your person is paying this person to come in to scare you, hurt you, to fuck up your day, just so that they can come in and rescue you, so that they can be your knight in shining armor. This plan's gonna fucking backfire, just so you know. Because I feel like the motherfucker that they pay isn't gonna show. I feel like they're gonna take the money and run. Because either this person knows you or knows of you, or through their research trying to find you so that they can hurt you and do whatever, this person's like, you know, I like you. Like, why would you want to hurt her, you know, or him or whatever? Like, this person seems very nice. Like, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything to you. And through my research, I haven't found anything that they've done to you or said about you. It's almost like when this crazy psycho stalker person paid this person to hurt you, this outsider to hurt you, they made up a bunch of shit. Like, just how mean you were, how awful you are, like what you did to them and what you do to other people. But this person they paid is like, I don't see any evidence of that whatsoever. You know, if this person was really a horrible, you know, shitbag, I could get away with hurting them. Like, it wouldn't weigh heavy on my conscience, because I'd feel like justice would be served. You know, ultimately it's almost like taking karma and stuff into my own hands. Like, I feel like it would be warranted, but I can't harm somebody who is not harming anyone else and who never really has. You know, just because they broke up with you, that doesn't mean they need to die or, you know, go through something very traumatic. So the person they paid took the money and fucking run and is running away, and potentially that might be part of the evidence that you get, because the Queen of Wands, I almost said Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you could be a water sign with fire in your chart. You could be dealing with a water sign too. We have Leo here as well. But anyways, besides signs, you're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities as well. I feel like the person that the stalker paid to hurt you is going to, like, write you a note and leave it in your mailbox, or they're leaving some type of evidence that's basically going to lead you back to your ex, and you're going to go look at her face. You're going to be going, I fucking knew it, but really? You know, I can't even, it's like I knew it, but I can't believe it. Like, you know, you were all talk before, and you're going to take action, and then you sit back and think about it for a minute and go, that fucking pansy. Coward couldn't even take care of me themselves, you know? They had to pay somebody else to do it. But that's how protected you are. I mean, you have the Seven of Wands here too, so you are so protected that a hitman doesn't even have the conscience to fucking kill you or to harm you. This isn't like a traditional hitman either. This is just some quote-unquote gangster type person. Potentially somebody, because I feel like your ex, whoever this psycho stalker person is, they could have been to jail before, but some of them have, some of them haven't. If it wasn't for very long. But I feel like they know people who have been to jail or prison, and those people know people, and it was like kind of through that chain where they met this person to catfish you and stalk you. Because it very well could have been that hitman that was coming in to pretend to help you, or that was the original plan. But yeah, they hired someone to hurt you so that they could save you. But that's not going according to plan at all. I'm going to read this in a minute. But we also have the Chariot. You could be dealing with an unhealthy Cancerian as well. But the Six of Wands, victory. The Five of Pentacles, poverty. and the Four of Wands unity. This person feels very left out of your life, and they're fucking mad that you're successful and you're moving forward. That nothing's stopping you. Nothing and no one is stopping you from getting this success, basically. But I feel like you haven't had the best of luck throughout your life. I feel like you felt kind of impoverished, basically. Like, even if you had money to get by and you never were homeless or anything like that, I feel like life could always be better. Like, you know, why is this shit happening to me again? I feel like it's because that was a time in your life when you were needing to learn karmic lessons, but you weren't, for whatever reason. You know, we all go through cycles like that. But I feel like you're getting away from that. So you will no longer be in poverty. If you're struggling financially, don't worry, success is here. You will be moving forward blissfully. I feel like some of you could be getting a new car as well, especially if that's something you've been praying for. And I feel like new car, new home, like you're gonna have enough money to be able to be successful all on your own. But there is somebody coming in for you, potentially around Halloween. Or that date's very significant to you, like I said. But I feel like there's a stable connection coming in with somebody that either you felt left out of their life or they felt left out of yours. You could have just felt left out of each other's. This person wants to move forward with you now. That's your love interest. And I feel like they're getting the ambition to head your way. They're going to be really pissed when they find out what this motherfucker has been planning. I'm just going to say, because we do have heartbreak here. But I wrote down all this stuff, so let's see what I didn't cover. I'll just go through it. Blaming you for their mistakes and bad choices in love. Possible commitment with somebody else they aren't happy with. That was your love interest. I feel like they kind of went backwards, like I said. I already read through that, so I can't read my writing. It sucks. Mad at you for moving on without telling them. You did to them what they did to you, and your medicine, and their medicine was bitter. So you gave them a taste of their own medicine, and it tastes bitter. This is with your love interest. I feel like that's what's kind of turning their ass around, because it was okay for them to ghost you, leave you out, to ignore you, to whatever, you know, to choose other people over you, someone in particular, because remember, they were irresponsible. And now they're in pain and they're sad and they're watching you. Because you left the building. You go, oh, you want to choose somebody else? Okay, have fun. I got shit to do. You know, even if it bothered you, they don't know that. You didn't show it. And it's bothering them. Like, I thought you would chase me. What the hell? And you're just like, I'm the Empress. I don't fucking chase. Yeah, you're just focused on your coin. Because there's the Empress with the 10 of Pentacles. But the 4 of Swords was in between there. It's like, you want to take a break? You know, you taking off or treating me that way and ghosting me was the last nail in the coffin. Okay, break time. I'm going to work on my money, because then we have the 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to work on myself, my finances. You know, you're sitting pretty and you're healing. You're working on yourself as well. And it's hurting them with the 3 of Swords. Your new beginning, or not being affected by the fact that they went back to their ex-wife or fucking whoever, baby mama, because it didn't bother you, it's really bothering them. They regret their actions. They should have fucking come forward and stayed there, but whatever. Your ex wants to hurt you. I already said that. It hurts them to see you move on and be happy all on your own without them. I already said that. This person drives by your house when they're drinking as well. I kind of feel that 2 ways. I feel like your love interest has driven by your house a couple times. But they don't stalk you like that. Like, they don't just like, ooh, I'm going to keep, you know, I'm going to see if I can get a glimpse of you in your window. No, they don't do that. Like, if they're in the area, or if they're bored, sometimes they will. I feel like they'll show up in your area. You haven't seen them, though, and they don't do it very much. Your ex, the scary one, the creepy one, will get shit-faced. And when I say shit-faced, I mean like they can barely walk and talk, let alone fucking drive. So hopefully the cops find their ass and get them off the road. I'm just gonna say, because when they're drunk, they head your way, and they do stalk you. They'll sit outside of your house, like far enough away where you can't see them, but they can see you. They probably have binoculars for all I fucking know, but they do that when they're drinking, which is probably when they're going to show up. They want to show up at night when you're sleeping. This person could have broken into your house before, whether you know about it or not, but it's almost like they're going to, break and enter while you're asleep. What else did I say about that? If you left this person and okay, so when you and this crazy person broke up, if you ended up marrying somebody or being in a long-term commitment with the next person, that's the ex I'm talking about. They want to tell you that you messed this up, it's your fucking fault, when it wasn't, but whatever. This person's mad at you about being so irresponsible. Yeah, because that's where the karmic was the ex karmic person was coming in with this irresponsible card. You were so irresponsible back then, so with your poor decisions, you fucked up the relationship between the two of you. Like, if it wasn't for you leaving and getting married or committing to somebody else, you two would be together. No, that's not true. You killed their fucking dreams, their fantasy of marrying you and having a family with you. So they're really mad at you. They love you, but they hate you. Just like I said, there's a fine line between love and hate. They're one and the same, energetically speaking, and that is true. I've gotten that energy before in a meditation. Like, love and hate are basically very similar, because when you hate someone, you think about them constantly. When you love someone, you think about them constantly. Like, there's other correlations too, but they're very strong emotions. Prays to get you back, but also prays for their pain to end and for you to struggle while they succeed. And they're mad about that, because they are successful financially and maybe you're not, but you're still happy you're doing you, and you will be successful financially too. So once you have it all, they're gonna be really fucking mad. They could have it all if they would just go get mental help or something. Just gonna say, this person needs like therapy, medication, something. I did write down they could be doing well financially. They are, for some of them anyways, and that still doesn't make them happy, because money does not buy happiness. Just gonna say. You're not there to share it with them. They want you to need them, but if you did need them and want them back, they would turn you down just to hurt you. So it's almost like they're praying with the star card. They're praying like, please let the collective come back to me. Let my person come back, my ex come back, because it's not your fucking person. This is the crazy one. They're praying for that. But if their prayers were answered and you actually came back and was like, hey, do you want to try again? They'd be like, you fucking nasty, and chew you out and kick you to the curb, basically. It's like a form of payback. But then they would kick themselves in the ass for doing that, because they really do want you back. And then I wrote, but then it would hurt them more. And that really pisses them off, because they're burdened by this. They're caught between a rock and a hard place, because it's like, I fucking love you, but I hate you. So, and they can't resolve either one of them, basically. This person's very patient, they're very slow, they're methodical, they're a planner, they're cold and calculating. But don't worry, you are protected if they come to your home or get you a loan. They could message you under and get you to go somewhere under false pretenses, like that whole I'm gonna hurt you so that I can help you kind of thing. So there could be a fake account of some kind for some of you, where this person messages you and you think it's somebody else, and you go meet them somewhere or do whatever. with that person because you think it's that person, and then come to find out it's this psycho on the other end. So if your intuition says that something feels off, like say you think it's your love interest or just a friend, because I don't feel like the psycho ex knows who your love interest is. They might, but I doubt it, because I don't think anybody else really knows. It's kind of secretive. They will find out because your person's coming out of the shadows too. But anyways, they're going to pretend to be somebody else. So if it feels off, like, that person doesn't normally talk like that, or we don't normally meet there, or, something like that, be like, call me. We'll talk on the phone so you can hear their voice. So you'll know this person won't call you. They'll make up excuse after excuse after excuse as to why they can't call you. They have shit service. Well, if you have such bad service, how are you texting me or DMing me? You know what I mean? So just make damn sure you're talking to who you think you're talking to, especially if somebody wants you to meet them somewhere. And if any of this is making sense. You might have to wrestle them off you when you meet up with that person. I did say that already, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, this person wants you so fucking bad. They might try to sexually assault you, you know what I mean? If they get you alone. They're plagued by your love, starstruck. Some of you could be famous. Some of you could literally be famous. But if you're not famous or a celebrity, you're like working your way up there. I feel like you're kind of gaining star status in some capacity. I mean, it could be on YouTube, could be on Instagram, or in your community even. Like if you do pageants or talent shows or anything like that, because it's for different reasons. Film and movies is very important in this too for some reason. I don't know what that means, but anyways, they're starstruck by your authenticity. It will take you far in life, so continue to be yourself, be you, be true to you and what you want, basically. Don't give a crap what anybody else thinks of what you're doing, because I feel like the opinions of others could deter you from, it could basically hold you back more, because their ideas, they're not famous for a reason, or they're not where you're at for a reason. Your ideas seem to be better than theirs. Like, whoever the hell that's for and whatever that's about. Just, listen to yourself, basically. Don't change what you're doing because somebody says that you should. I don't feel like you would. But anyways, you will earn the big bucks someday soon. I saw that at the very beginning. Your hardships will end and a whole new life shall begin for you. Better than ever, your wildest dreams are coming true. Major wishes being granted and hardships. Oh my gosh, it was so funny because I started writing that, and then all of a sudden it went into the labyrinth fucking thing where the sister started saying her lines, because it said, major wishes being granted and hardships unnumbered. I fought my way through the Goblin City to take back the child you have stolen from me. My power is great. You have no power over me. You fought your way to the top. You fought your way through the Goblin City, through this loser, this narc, that narc, You dealt with phony baloney, fake people, mean people, in love and life and whatever. I feel like you've even had crap jobs. You thought it was a good job and you were busting your ass and people would take advantage of you. And, I don't know. I feel like you always got kicked when you were already down. And you fought your way through that bullshit with hardships unnumbered. There's hardship after hardship after hardship. All these fucking burdens. You're coming out on top now. You're moving away from that because you are being true to you and to your calling, to your purpose. To take back the child you have stolen from me. Your inner child. Your innocence. Someone stole your innocence. Or you feel that way. Hell, this ex could be like way back from childhood even. But I feel like this creepy person wants, basically, they want to get you pregnant because they want to have a baby with you, and then you're tied to them forever. So just be careful, especially if they try to push themselves on you. But I feel like you're way more powerful than this person, so I wouldn't even worry about it. and then Zorro. It's cutting through the illusion. In comes your person. I'm here, baby. All right, person lives at a distance from you. Some are 1 to 2 hours away from where you reside. So there's distance, but it's not really that far. Some of you, it is pretty far, but your stalker is closer than you think. In the country, so they live where there's lots of trees in a wooded area. Whatever that town is. I mean, I live in Maine. That could be fucking anywhere, but there's lots of areas where there's woods, you know? It could just be around their house, you know? So they're definitely not in a city. The dark woods, the wolf is on, and then I wrote, the wolf is on the way to grandma's house. Example, you pass their location on the way to your grandmother's. So wherever your grandma lives, or a grandmother type person, it could be a mom, a grandmother, a great grandmother, a stepmom, a mother-in-law, an ex-mother-in-law, something like that. But on the way to their house, you pass through the town that this stalker, this creepy person lives in. You drive through the town they reside in, but only on rare occasions. You don't go out there very much. But this person is in your area way more than they need to be. They go way out of their way to drive by your house, which is if they live an hour or two away, yeah. If you run into them in your area, it's because they're there watching you. Whatever excuse they tell you is complete bullshit. If you run into them, you don't see them when they're around, and they do that on purpose. When you come into money, big fortune win, which I saw the lottery ticket, like I said, that'll be the last nail in the coffin. They know that's when you'll have it all, and they won't have a fighting chance because they pretty much, all they have over your head is money right now. And they don't even have that over your head because you don't give a flying fuck how much money they have, because you don't want their money. Or you wouldn't when they come in, because some of you don't even know about that. I already said someone is a medium. Work with that. Work with those gifts, or work with your spiritual gifts, whatever they are to you, because not all of you are mediums, but some of you are, especially if this is resonating. And, you know, learn to work with those gifts more and more. I feel like it will be more beneficial in the long run, and it will help you with your success. And I already said you spoke to someone who had crossed over already with that person and with your love interest. They don't want to see the truth, living in a fantasy world, an illusion they created. This dream is a new beginning with you. I'm a fool for you. But it's funny, I heard that being sung, like the song I'm a Slave for You by Britney Spears. I'm a fool for you. They are a fool for you. They're being foolish. What time is it? Maybe that's why my daughter was calling. Hold on 1 second. She's stuck outside. No. Alright. She might have had to go around to the garage. Hopefully she's not stuck out there. Damn it. I'll have to call her back in a minute. She might be stuck outside. Alright, their bark is worse than a bite. I pretty much said everything that I needed to say. If I missed anything, I will just put it in the comments. Like, I'll write it in there. So if there's a big comment or a long comment from me, it's just the additional messages that I wrote down. But I need to go check on my baby. Yeah, so stay safe, stay vigilant. I love you long time. Great things are coming. So stay positive. Peace.